Bryant Heating and Cooling.
Rain in southern Indiana right now can cause some storms. We had a few lightning strikes across the area right now. A lot of this is just heavy rain now. Looking in Louisville, sitting at 78, south-southwest wind, 18 miles an hour. So you need a few things for strong to severe storm development. Number one, you need warmer temperatures. Check. You need high dew points and low-level moisture. Check. And you need some wind shear. Check. We brought all three of those. Some of us are already warming into the low 80s, the West End and in Fairdale right now. Look further down to the south. We're also near 80 degrees. You can tell where the rain's been. Those cooler temperatures will not be as suitable for severe storms as we head toward later this afternoon. So where a lot of storms have moved on through, that brings down the severe risk for later this afternoon. But we continue to see the moisture surge out of the south right now, and we still have a few storms across the area, just across the river from Louisville now. Just moved through Georgetown. It's about to move. This moving through the New Albany area over toward Charlestown and Prospect. These are not severe. That's something to keep in mind. Got a lot of lightning up toward our north and east, up near Cedar Creek and Johnston, Indiana, just east of North Vernon. That continues to move on out of our area. We also, outside of thunderstorms, have a wind advisory from 8 a.m. this morning. It's already in effect through 8 o'clock tonight. Outside of storms, 35 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts. We have 35 right here in E-Town, and we're starting to pick that up further out of the south now as we head into the afternoon. And we also have a tornado watch out for a good portion of our area, from about E-Town everywhere further north. So Hardin County, everywhere to the north. The only problem I have with this is that it was issued while there were storms over top of our area. And my understanding, this tornado watch is not for the storms over our area right now. They are elevated. They are not severe. That should have been placed later for storms that come later with the actual severe threat. So let's talk about when that actually arrives. Here's 2 o'clock. Borders up against our western communities. Moves into our western counties by the time we get to around 3 or so. You'll notice a couple peaks of sunshine. If that occurs, it destabilizes our atmosphere a little bit more. But remember where we had storms earlier, off to the north and west. This area may have a lower severe risk unless the atmosphere can reconvene itself and get a little bit more unstable once again as this front approaches. It gets to a lull between about 4 and 5 o'clock or so. That tornado watch may need to end up being extended if this slows down. We'll keep an eye on it. Continues to push its way on off to the east after 4 and 5 o'clock, and eventually by the time we get to around 8 or so, we are completely clear of severe weather for our area, and the temperatures will start to fall behind that front. But the showers are going to last at least through the morning time tomorrow before we start to dry our way on out. So we have that enhanced risk for us right now for about 95% of us. That's a level 3 out of 5. Damaging wind gusts. By far the biggest impact. I know we have a tornado watch out. I'm telling you right now, straight line wind gusts are going to be the biggest impact. And then we go to hail, and then we go to the isolated tornado threat. I'm not trying to downplay any tornado threat, but I'm just saying it's a lower threat than, say, our strong wind gusts are. You are more likely to see strong wind gusts than you are a tornado. Could a brief spin up occur? Absolutely. Something you'll have to keep a watch out on and watch us for over the next coming hours and heading into this afternoon. We're going to be in the low to mid 80s today, kind of depending on where you are, who has seen rain and who hasn't. Even again, outside of storms, you're going to see wind gusts up to around 45 miles an hour. 60% chance showers continuing tonight, only dropping to around 70 or 50, excuse me, and then we briefly come back up into the upper 50s tomorrow. But here's the problem. We have showers during the morning time, so morning commute is going to be wet once again before we eventually start drying our way on off. But there's a good side to this. Once we do start drying our way on off, we are clear through the weekend. Very, very nice Easter weekend ahead, and 70s in store over the next week, and we should be a lot calmer in terms of severe storms over the next couple of weeks, guys.
Dry and 76. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Bryce. Buckingham Palace released the invitation for King Charles III's coronation. The King and Queen Consort Camilla will be crowned on Saturday, May 6th.